think I'm here. We shall see. Make sure to post it. Hello. How are you, Barton? How was your day? Okay, let's... Okay, Twitch updates. Sweet. That's all I need to do. Good. I'm glad it's been good. Do anything interesting today? Okay. Welcome. Last time we left off, I was adding gambling. Which, I was working on the casino. This is what it looks like now. I don't know if I like the background of the casino, because it clashes a little bit with the red of the actual casino itself, but I did add a bunch of slot machines I quite like, 3 variations of them, and then we have the actual playable slot machine for the player, which I did pink, and this also kind of clashes with the background a little bit. I don't know if I like it. And then I have the generic slot weights program, but I haven't assigned the weights yet because I don't know how I want to weight them. And then I also have to program the jackpot number to change. I think right now we have like a 1 in 8 chance of getting a triple buffalo, which is the only thing that gives a payout currently. But the weights do work, which I've never done a weighted anything before, so that was kind of neat. I was hoping we get one on stream just to show it off. Don't make me go in my code and fix it. You can imagine the money pouring out. We were just unlucky. But yeah, I think most people do, like... I was looking up how slot machines work to try to understand the weightedness of them. Yeah, true gambler never gives up. Well, luckily there's no repercussions. There we go. Right as you said it, too. There's no repercussions for this. Hello, JD. How are you today? Is your leg feeling any better? Your ankle? But yeah, I'm going to make it so that obviously the player is charged for the lever itself. And then I was reading an old Reddit post about how people program like slot machines and stuff like that. And it looks like you could do a single weight like for each of the different symbols. But I actually have a separate weight for each symbol for each spinner. So there's 3 weight categories. Here, I think I can show you. Might be easier visually. Went to the doctor and I'm better. That's all it takes. So you see each of the symbols, which are denoted up here, have a different weight to them. Currently, right now, the buffalo is the highest weighted thing. And then whatever. You can run. That's great. Hopefully you'll be able to participate in your track stuff, right? Is that what you said you do? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a chill day. I did a lot of progress. I did like a walk outside. Just cleaning up, programming. Not actually much programming, more art than programming today. But I figure we'll get into some programming. But yeah. Cross country, gotcha. Gotcha. But the reason why you want different weights for each spinner is because you could do some kind of cheeky stuff. Like what I could do is I can make it so that like the jackpot, which is actually going to be the 7 number, but let's say the jackpot's the buffalo for now. I could make the buffalo on the left spinner have a higher weight. And then, so then you would have an intense moment where like this would be pretty often, this would be, mildly often, who knows. And then this would be never, basically. So you'd have these intense moments where you definitely get 2 of the jackpot, and the third one you just never get it. So that could be pretty funny. But I wanted it to be more than a slot machine, just a little bit, which we may program some of that today, because just a generic slot machine is kind of boring. I wanted to subvert it a little bit, because Jump Off the Bridge is all about subversion. So we are going to have slot machine mechanics, but we're going to make it a little bit more interesting than that. So what, hitting the jackpot is basically 1 in 8? No, it is not 1 in 8. right now it is 1 in 8 with this. This is theoretically 1 in 8 right here with this weight. But with these weights, it's not 1 in 8. It is heavily favored towards this right now. Essentially, it adds up everything in the array and then like goes through it. It adds up everything in the array to get the total weight max, and then it picks a random number with that, and then it subtracts itself going through the array to figure out like what it landed on. It's kind of complicated, but it basically will weight it accordingly and take into consideration whatever these numbers are. So it doesn't matter what I make these numbers. All that matters is that it's going to sum all of those up, and then it'll take a number out of that summation in order to be the random, and then it'll go through the array subtracting each number at a time to see what it lands on. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have it right. Yep, you are correct, Drew. You clean your whole room and then you gotta clean more. Was your room really messy, JD? I guess it's progress, dude. You clean your room. Got you're following your tenets of Jordan Peterson right there. Step 1, clean your room. Now you can judge other people. That's how it works. That's basically what he says in the book. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. The slot machine stuff. I do like how my slot turned out as well. I'm probably gonna make some other effects for it. Each of the reels are separate. Ooh. Thank you for following. Windows. Sorry, I can't read the rest because of my pink slot machine. Oh, there we go. Windows MLG. Perfect. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, each of the slots themselves are a separate object. So I'm gonna probably make it like, I don't know. What I was thinking of doing is like when. The best way I can describe it is, you know how like when you hit something, it'll like expand slightly to give it like that extra effect. I'm going to do stuff like that. And then I'll probably have to change the borders and things like this. For a follow is so funny. It says sub and is just as loud. It is pretty funny. And I actually have it at like 60 or 70% volume. It can actually be louder, which I thought was kind of crazy. The only thing I wish I could do for it is I wish all the little emojis that fall, I could do time wizards. I don't know if like eventually if I get affiliate, if that's something I could edit, but oh my goodness, I would love to have just a bunch of tiny time wizards floating. So yeah, this is our slot machine. It's working. But I'm going to subvert it. Oh, we got another jackpot. I'm going to subvert it just like we did the money booth. Here, I'll go show you the example of the money booth. So there's those money things that you used to see on old car commercials where like you get in, you got to grab as much money as you can. So you can pay 10 to go inside this, but you actually have to like physically get the money, but it keeps running away from you. So you got to be kind of crafty about it. I like to like wait and try to like get them when they come down, but you only have a limited amount of time to get as much money as possible. Currently right now there's 30 money in this particular map. So you pay 10, you have the opportunity to get an extra 20 depending on how good you are. And then at the end it'll show you how much you got and how you did. So we get 22, so we doubled our money there. So pretty good, but I'm going to have some other variations so that won't be the only map every time. I have some other started. It'd be so funny if when you got shoved in the ceiling by the lever, like 50 times, blood would start dripping from the ceiling. Dude, that's actually a really good idea. I like that. That is quite good. Yeah, I was trying to think of like some sort of punishment related to the ceiling, but yeah, some blood dripping from the ceiling's pretty good. Here, I'll write that in the lever so we can remember that. That's pretty funny. How would I want to word that? After so many collisions with the ceiling will start to drip blood. That's a pretty easy effect. I think I can do that, but I'm going to add it to the task list. Okay, sweet. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so I guess we had to decide what we want to do today. Which, there's a lot to do. I was working on another level because my psyche was like, yo, here's a pretty strong image. Maybe you should do this. Oh yeah, and I'm going to do horse races eventually. I have like the guys kind of there, but I gotta fix my bedding window because it's not scaling to the right size, as you can see here. It's supposed to actually be like the horse races where you can bet on them. Like, I forget how exactly the betting works, but there's something like you can for each thing you can bet on first, second, or first, second, third place or something like that. I don't remember. I'd have to look back at it, what it actually does. And I have an error for the bet handler because he exists in different here, I can probably just fix that right now. Let's look at him. I think, oh my god, I have so much code in here. Oh lordy, okay. This is more than I originally thought. So there's something where it's calling the player, and the player doesn't exist, so that's why he's struggle bussing. Place me, oh, it's probably this. Is it this? Line 64? So it's probably that, okay. What are the specs of your monitor? Like, what hertz? I don't know, man. My monitor is so old. I don't think I could even tell you. I don't even know where I would look for that information, dude. I can get it after stream if you want to know. Luda, the slot machine room, feels really empty. Yeah, it is empty for a purpose, because I'm going to, like, spawn stuff in the room. 60 hertz. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should... I guess I can debate on if I want to put the... I can debate on if I want to put the other little tiny slot machines in there. But I think once I start doing the stuff for the slot machine, it'll like fill out a little bit. I'm not sure. I need probably like a information tab showing you how much the pulls cost. And then I need some kind of like display window showing you like what the rewards are. Kind of like a slot machine, you know, they have like the, oh, if you get these 3 in a row, this is your bonus, etc. sort of thing. So we'll fill it out. We'll probably do some kind of and like casinos always have like random plants too, so maybe I'll just make some plants to fill it out. His is 60 more than likely. Got it. I'm assuming modern monitors are like way more hertz because this is obviously a very old monitor, but I like the color on it, and you know, at some point I actually do have to buy more monitors. My other one broke. I have like a jank like TV down here. It's pretty bad. That's on the list. I think the next big thing I'm going to buy is a chair, because oh my god, when I'm sitting there like all day, I've been running through just jank chairs. I got to actually get something good. Drew had like a Herman Miller. Oh, that thing was amazing. Most monitors are going to 80 to 144. Gotcha. The hertz is just a refresh rate for a monitor, right? I don't know what else it does besides refresh faster. Yeah, so for this we're going to do if instance player exists. That's our problem right now. We're calling the player and it doesn't exist. So, because we're directly referencing the player and he doesn't exist in this context because we're changing the room to the title screen and that destroys the player, so it's not working. This also is using player. You can see down here. As is this. This didn't used to be a problem in older GameMaker versions, which is why it never had a, like, if the thing didn't exist, it just wouldn't do anything with it. But now, if it doesn't exist, the whole game crashes, so I don't know what they did. We should probably just end and do an end step event. And we'll do if instance does not exist, just destroy this. I don't really know what context this guy is destroyed. I think I had him persistent to go between rooms because he was like, he handles the bets, so you need to know the result of the bet, I guess. I'm going to get a second monitor, which is probably going to be 80 hertz. Gotcha. Okay, I'm right. Got it. About the refresh rate of the monitors. Hello, Thomas. Welcome. How was your day today? Was it good? And Druid, I don't know if I asked you how your day was. What are you up to? How's your day going? Making sure I ask everybody how their day's going. Okay, sweet. Um, yeah, so I'm not going to deal with this guy's code because this is like 2 years ago. I don't want to refresh myself on that today. We know how the slots work. That's great. I've been working on this other crazy looking level here. I'm probably going to do some more sprite work, I think. That's what my primary thing is going to be. And I got to convert all the sprites over to Game Maker, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but we'll do that. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. My day's going pretty good. I did a walk today that was pretty peaceful out in the sunlight, and then I just did some kind of like chore type stuff, and then the rest of the day was spriting, which you will see in a second. Did TV shopping. They're going too big to fit in my car, so I need to ship one. Rug shopping. Might get a white shag rug because it feels nice. That sounds great. When are you gonna order your fancy rug, man? You wait until like payday or something? Because your apartment already looks like it needs to have expensive things in there. So as soon as you get a coffee table, you'll be set, and a nice rug. So yeah, the other level I was working on. Actually, let's queue back up the game. Build it up, and then we'll go from there. I can show you guys what I was working on, because sometimes you just get possessed by an idea and you gotta render it in all its disgusting glory. It's been a while since I compiled the project. Oh, Drew, what was that game the other day you mentioned you wanted me to take a look at, but you were busy during your work, so you didn't want me to check on stream? You gotta tell me that. I don't remember what the name of it was. The problem with a nice antique rug is that it's hard to size my place since they are so old, and so I need to find one with the appropriate size, the appropriate color. It makes me want to just commit to getting one made with new material like the shag rug. Gotcha. Yeah, the antique rug thing is, I would imagine, is more like a collector thing than, practicality, I guess. I mean, I know people use them, but... So anyways, today I was possessed by an idea, and so we were working on this disgusting monstrosity. And then I was working on some animations for it. I have just the keyframes of a couple of them done. And then we're going to convert them over to Game Maker, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's what we're going to work on. That's what I want to work on. Found a solution for power supply. Dude, I'm glad you found a solution for your power supply. Are you just getting a new one or what? I remember asking you, but I can't remember where I asked you. Was it in DMs or Twitch? It was in Twitch chat. You had asked me to take a look at a game, but I don't remember what the name of the game was. And then you told me not to look at it because you were busy. So I was like, oh shit. And then I forgot the name of the game. So I might have to just go back in the old podcast footage and try to find it, but I don't know. So we'll see. Oh yeah, that's right. I can look at your chat history. Yeah. Megaloot. That's what the game was. I have not seen this game. It kind of looks like another Ludon. Inventory management roguelike. Looks chill. Something about it doesn't grab me. I don't know what it is, but it does look fun with the loot. It looks pretty well made. Twitch chat, Twitch chat filter. Damn, tree looks fancy. Thank you. I appreciate you like the tree. Twitch chat filter thinks shag rug and rug are sexually explicit messages. That's really funny. It's because it's a rug made for, you know, obviously. So yeah, we made the tree, and then I have some animations for it that we're gonna put into Game Maker, which is kind of a pain, but we're gonna do it. Yeah, I just have some of the keyframes. I'm probably gonna add a couple more frames in between that one. And then obviously the branch needs to bounce a little bit and things like that, but whatever. And then we have to separate this out as a separate object because I don't want a giant tree with multiple frames. That's obnoxious. Okay, so let's start on that then. Let's close all of this. So how do I want to do this? First off, we need to take a chunk out of the tree itself. We need to get rid of this part. And it's all in layers. Is it some extrapolation of does the carpet match drapes? It could be, honestly. I don't know. Maybe they just conflate rug with... Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. That's really bizarre. They must have some kind of AI reading chat or something. Okay, so this carcass... How do I want to do that? Because technically I need each layer separated. And it needs to be big enough to do the animation as well. What a streamer. Skipping my messages. Did I skip a message? Oh, yeah, I'm going to buy a new one. So I'm going to buy a 3060 Ti. Goddamn, good graphics card. Gotcha. Yeah, just call me out if I miss a message. I have like a tiny... This is what I'm using to read. I have it on my phone. And I have it down here. Because obviously my other screen is down on the ground. So... I am blind and deaf. That's true. I am blind and deaf. Alright, let's cut a chunk out of the tree. Is that what I want to do? Probably. Here, let's turn off the carcass. Let's just look at this branch. Because I'm going to be modifying the blood on the branch. Probably to like here. But I want it to be easy to slot in. So maybe we should grab it a little higher. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we have the branch. I could just make it multi branch, I guess. And then let's make it big. I'm only going to do it big because I don't know the size of all the animations. Oh no. I'm skipping everything now. Or is Twitch chat filter like some Footloosian type of authority where cutting a rug is sexually explicit? It could be. Wow, that's a word. Footloosian type of authority. The only thing preventing me from pulling the trigger on a white shag rug is that it's kind of MILFcore. Oh man, you guys got some creative words in chat today. What am I reading? MILFcore. Is a white shag rug actually MILFcore? Pair it with the golden fake fruit and the geometric shapes of a middle-aged mom. You're probably right about that. That is probably true. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that there. Let's name this tree. And then we're going to go back to the tree. And we're going to grab the rest of the stuff as well. So we need the blood. Which I gotta do some layer finagling, because it's gonna be a little weird when I animate it. Branch. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Do I want the carcass to be a separate object? No, that doesn't make sense. This should just all be one weird object. Sorry, this should be blood. Where was the blood at? Like here? This looks right. I can check it against the... Yeah, okay. To be honest, it will probably look and feel good for a little bit, but it'll get dirty and be impossible to maintain the texture well. I had a white fur rug that was just garbage after a month, regardless of washing and literally brushing it. That is also what I was concerned about. I don't plan to frequent it that often, and I don't have any cats or hair on my head. I now realize that the tree looks like a tree from Harry Potter. I didn't think about that, but it might. What does the tree from Harry Potter look like? Oh, it's just the tree you're talking about that Ron gets his car stuck in. It kind of has that energy. The real problem, despite lack of hair from any source, is the dirt on your feet. You have to employ the Japanese no outdoor shoes in the house to keep it clean, and it still could get dirty. Oh, cool tree. I appreciate it, Heather. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. Even just matting it down with your foot oils, I think the shag rug would, not look good after a while. Okay, then we need this carcass. Okay, that is not the carcass. That was the blood. Let's take the carcass this time. Okay. Motherly branch. Carcass. I guess I can make it a... I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. That's trouble for future Cody to deal with. That's how I did it. Yeah, that aggressive one. Yeah, that's the tree I figured you were talking about. It doesn't have a face though, so we got a little bit more personality. Oof, I did not consider that. I think white rugs will work well, but they're short naps, so you can wash it easily. Oh, when they're short naps. The one in my room stays relatively nice, but since I sometimes wear shoes in it, you can see where the traffic has been. Makes sense. Okay, now we need these frames. We need the Ace Sprite frames. And then we need to update the blood on the branch. Where traffic is around? Oh, gotcha. Where? I figured out what you were saying. Okay. So this is where we get different frames. So how do I want to do this? Do I just want to... I suppose I should just copy this. And then we'll remove the carcass, and then we'll update the carcass, and then we're going to update the blood later. Branch now looks like he has a haircut. It does kind of look like he has a haircut. Just a little. Okay. So I'm going to take the carcass frames first. Let's do that. So carcass. Now let's put the onion skin on so that I... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. So I know what I'm doing. Is this in the same position? This is the difficulty here. Yeah. This is in the same position. The legs are just coming together for this frame. This is the frame I'm actually on. Okay. And then let's go to this. Okay, this is still in the same position. Okay, we did not copy that. Let's try it again. Okay. Let's copy a couple more of those. Yes, he-hawk haircut. The southern haircut. That's what you're talking about. It's like, got a southern haircut. Okay. And this was... I'm just trying to get a... It looks like the neck touches this pixel, so let's just try to remember that. Okay, so Game Maker is silly, so you gotta... There we go. Is it this? No, it's like this, right? Oh, wait. Maybe I have the wrong start position. The neck is framing this. Oh, I see. Like, yeah, I probably have the wrong start. That is not correct. Yeah, it's way back. Okay, so let's put them side by side here. The struggle of art. Okay, so this has to be back here then. Turn off onion skin for a second. This is the wrong. This needs to be here. This needs to be here. And then he drags it. Okay, sweet, we got it. Looks more like the Tree of Souls from Game of Thrones. Scrolling back on chat, it also censored words like nice and thing when Drew was talking about shagrugs. They really don't want any funny business going on when you've got stuff censored. Interesting. This is what Thomas sent? I can't tell if it has a face. It does kind of look like that, though. Just without any of the leaves. Okay. Maybe I'll just do it like this, so we can see what we're doing here. Okay, then... this one. And the branch actually changes here, so we gotta remember that. So this is, well, it's a changed branch. Okay, let's get rid of the blood, because the blood is gonna change. We're gonna make it bloodier. So we have the start blood, and then this is gonna go down. Well, we actually, should we get the branch first? I don't think it matters. I guess we'll leave the carcass over here for now. Just gonna drop it off there, and then let's get the branch. Can we turn this off so I can see the branch? Okay, so let's grab it up to this reference point here. Okay, and then let's delete it up to that reference point. Actually, I want a little bit more reference. Oh, that's not the carcass. Okay. 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 Then we can move the carcass on the branch, because now we can reference those pixels a little better. So let's turn the carcass back on. Okay, so it's like here, here, here. Okay. And then it is on the, well, we can copy the blood. Let's get our new blood, because I do like this. Oh, gotta get to the blood layer. Okay. And then, oh, I did not copy it. I don't know what this means when it's all... Okay, maybe I have it. Looks like I got it. Okay. I don't think many fiction trees have faces except Lord of the Rings and also Grandmother Willow. I was thinking, also I remember what the Deku tree or whatever. Nickname, for shame. Bro, the branch still looks like he is the main protagonist in GTA San Andreas and just wanted to get fast through the first few missions, so he picked a random haircut. That was a very creative thought there. Okay, let's can we reference our blood here? Because I want this to be scammer. It's always a scammer, dude. The best viewers are already here and I'm insulted. Yeah, you know what? You're right. What are they thinking? Okay, this blood be off. We need a much bigger canvas. Let's just make it something stupid like 200 and then we'll... Actually, 100 is probably fine. Oh, I need width too. We can make it smaller later. Okay. Oh, I messed it up. Okay. Rip Mojo. Yeah, what happened to Mojo, man? Speaking of best viewers, what's that guy been up to? Haven't heard from him in a while. R.I.P. Mojo, if you're out there, rest in peace. Hope you're doing well. Okay, and then we can copy over the hand animation separately, I guess. Because the hand maintains the same value here, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this just needed to be separate. Oh, then we need the carcass. We might as well grab that while we're at it. Is it like this? Yeah, it's gotta be that. Okay. So there's some blood on top of it and some not. Okay. So we're gonna want to cake that blood on a little bit more. We're obviously gonna need more frames than this, but this is at least the animation copied over. And then the blood, well, we actually have bits of the carcass here too. Let's just cut this from here and add this to the carcass. Yeah, okay. Some overlap, but that should be fine. Branch haircut looks like Michelle or Michael Jackson's cut, and the branches just literally want to be... Wait, bro, the branch haircut looks like Michael Jackson's cut, and the branches just literally went from being brown to red. I'm starting to wonder, are you a hairstylist, Barton? What do you do for a living? I gotta know. Is it writing? That could be pretty funny too. Okay, there's that. Do we want the arm in here? I feel like we want the arm in here just for the animation, and then we can separate it later. The hand needs to be in here, I think, but we need a reference point for it. That do be true. I think it should be fine. We'll figure it out. My haircut is terrible, IRL. Your haircut's terrible. I hope I'm muting me now so I can create my masterpiece. No shenanigans while I'm gone because I'm the only one allowed to incite shenanigans. There's no shenanigans. We have a very moderated chat with Twitch auto mod. So everything is censored. Nobody can say anything. Public opinion is completely silenced. So that will not be necessary. Alright, let's grab this arm. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay. Okay. So now we need a reference point. Which, actually, this frame isn't going to have a reference point, but the next one will. Because this is touching the carcass, so we should be able to do something with that. Okay. So let's look at this here. We want this to be that? No. That? Yeah. Okay. Freedom of speech. Eagle. Eagle. There's no freedom of speech in this chat. According to Twitch, I don't think I can turn that off, actually. Otherwise, I would have. I don't care what you people say in my chat. I'm surprised they can auto-mod shagged rugs, but they can't auto-mod get best viewers here link. Like, what? Seems kind of sussy. Almost like, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you think it's your end that has a filter? Yeah, maybe it is. You got the parental locks on your Twitch stream. That looks right? Gonna play a game of match. Keep everything matched. We don't need the onion skin anymore. Oh, actually we do for the thing. I guess I can just go off this. I don't even need to check it, right? Yeah, it's the same. Sweet. Okay. It does make it slightly easier. Okay. And then we can do this weird hand I have. Okay. Turn off onion skin. Sweet. Obviously, there's work to be done. Let's see what that looks like at 15 frames a second. Okay, that looks a little better. Yeah, okay, so let's just, let's do blood now. He has double color hair now. Double color hair. You're talking about the tree? He do. He def do. Let's get this blood copied over each time. And then we're going to change it. Yeah, that one we have to change because it's pulling the tree down. Okay. Let's see. As he pulls, this is going to get bloody. We want to eventually get to this at the end here. We can start dripping blood here. Yeah. Let's just, actually, I don't know. We're not covering any, well. This has got to be all bloody. Then we can drip it down lower, I think. Okay, then we can probably copy at least this right-hand section over here. Okay. Is he gonna put the Michael Jackson cut on you? Ew. Michael Jackson's cut was just long hair, wasn't it? Are you talking about... I honestly don't know. I'm lost, Barton. And you said your haircut was bad, but I'm kind of curious now, so... I think you need to provide evidence of that bad haircut. Can't be that bad. You got a bowl cut? Yeah, so wait, we want the blood to drip here. Okay. And then we don't need this. Wow, but the tree literally looks like he unalived someone, and the only thing that's left of him is his yee-ha-ha haircut. You're seeing a haircut in here, man. It does kind of look like it, though. For some reason, this part reminds me of like a key or something. So maybe we can have blood here. Actually, it should probably be on places that's already slidden over. Yeah, okay. You have Daemon Targaryen's cut now. Man, I see you at work. The grind. Do you guys work together? Okay, then we can yeah, I gotta figure out the rest of the frames for that, but this is a good start. Because there needs to probably be like an inner frame in between these, and then the branch has to go up to wiggle. Yeah, okay. Good. Okay, let's do the hugging animation. Why doesn't the branch follow the bird to the ground? These are just the keyframes, so I haven't fully animated yet. I was just trying to get the keyframes in. It's supposed to be like a deer, but I guess I can kind of see bird. Maybe. Yeah, I just want to get the keyframe sketch out because we're going to do something complicated, because this is going to be 3 separate objects all animating different things because of the way this fight is going to work here. So next thing I want to do is probably convert over her kissy face thing. Motherly kiss. The hair also looks like a type of hair that's stuck in your bathtub. That one I can definitely see. You're right about that. Okay, I want the motherly kiss is the next one we're going to do here. So I think that's, yeah, these two. So we just need her face. Will you be my Alice in Dead Center? My Ellis? Perfect. So you can get rid of this one. Smooches. Perfect. Okay. And I want to do the arms too. Hug. Maybe this should be... Yeah. Face kiss, face talk, arms, hug. Okay. Whoop. Not what I wanted. Here we go. Let's find the arms. Onion skin it. Is this our reference point? I guess it is. Okay. Oh. Okay. Got an image link, dude. Yeah. You know, I thought it was long hair, but... You're talking about the tree looks like this? I guess I kind of see it. Scary, man. Scary. Okay. Arms. Let's do another one. I did not get these. No. Did I? I did. Okay. At Barton, question mark. I think he's just showing how the hair looks on the tree. Okay, get rid of this. But now I can see this finger is not moving properly. Okay. Okay. It's good. Kissy face is good. Throw is in the works. But it should be good for now. Will you be my Alice in Dead Center? You guys talking about that one game? Talking about Ellie from why can't I think of the name of that game? I'll think about it. I just need to see shot. Are you guys talking about gaming? What are you talking about? What are you yapping about? Left 4 Dead? Is that what it is? I think you're talking about Left 4 Dead. Mother Lee branch. Okay. Yeah, okay, I figured it out. Yeah, I figured it out. Okay, I got it. It took me a minute. I kept thinking of that girl from that other game with like her and her, well, proxy father, like try to survive the zombies. I can't remember the name of the game is right now, but whatever, it'll come to me. It's like Last Dead or Last something. Dead Last? I don't remember. Okay, so we got that. What is the next phase we needed? Yeah, we need that. Okay, so what do I want to do? I guess I can animate this in-between frame here. Last of Us, that's what it was. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. It was killing me. Last of Us. Okay. Let's get an actual line for where the ground is here. So this will give us a reference point for when we're animating where exactly the ground is. Okay. Alright. And then we can do the rest of the animation here. I feel like the intro is pretty good. I do want the hand to just kind of throw it though. Okay. Maybe we start with the carcass. Let's turn off the arm for now. It doesn't necessarily matter where. Name this branch because I'm getting confused. The tree is disrespectful towards Michael's hairs. Yes, it is. Very disrespectful. The tree has no propriety. Oh, that's what you mean when you say the hairs. Okay, yeah, I kind of see that now. I get it. I finally understand. I was visualizing it at first as something different, but now I get it. Okay. Should be like crunched together, right? Because the hand is like gripping. Pulling this lifeless carcass down. And then it's going to let go after this frame. So So then we can do the arms opening up. It's hair, so it needs to be hairy. It does. He could take that multiple ways. It does need to be hairy. Could be a hairy situation we're getting into. But it does have to be hairy. This actually should be kind of like back, in my estimations. Maybe even higher up. It's a dog. It's kind of a dog. I was thinking like a deer, but as long as it looks like a carcass, that's all I really need. Jumping. Jumping. Yeah, it is a dog jumping. It's just a little dog jumping. That's all we're working with here. Look, it's just a little dog jumping. Splat. Michael's hair evolution, or Michelle's hair evolution. It's the evolving hair. It's grown sentient and turned into an animal. That's what we're working with here. I quite like that. It looks pretty good. Maybe a couple pixels over to the left. Pikachu ain't challenge him anymore. Pikachu? Just not a challenge for good old Pikachu. That's what it was. Would it make sense that, like, because of the Force Throne, it's like that? The Time The Time Wizard. Okay, let's draw the arms kind of like... My thought is that this is like a corpse. So it should have some kind of stretch from being thrown. Weird noises. Are you talking about the Those aren't weird noises. Just casual noises people make. Yeah, see, I guess it doesn't make sense even with the because it's going to be holding from here, so I feel like that makes more sense. Even if it looks like a weird dog jumping. Maybe I can bring the arms just a tad out more. Okay. I want to see 20 frames a second. 20 might be too fast. I like 15 more. Guess that old game feel to it. Okay, I guess let's animate the branch and then we'll do the blood. So this goes down, and then this can go down even more. The idea is it's like pulling the branch down with the weight of it. And it's going to go back up. It looks like it's getting castrated. Poor dog. Maybe. And then this is going to go pretty much immediately back up. This should be kind of dramatic looking though. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Good start. Probably need 2 frames though. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I just gotta do the blood. Give us something to work with here. Let's do... Just do this to start, and then we can change it. Yeah, okay, so we got 1 here. Trying to keep it consistent. Okay. I feel like this is actually taken away from the animation for me here. It's sliding. Dog champ. It sounds like an emote. It's sliding off a huge branch. What is that emoji? Eyebrow raised. It is sliding off a huge branch. That's true. It could be getting some form of something. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Oh, actually, if we want to be even cooler, got the blood splatter, and there's like a... Right? Like it slides just slightly. Look at that. What are the arms doing? We gotta do the arm animation. The way it jiggles. Yeah, you like that? It's got a little bit of jiggle to it. It's like a branch. That's what we're aiming for. A jiggly branch. Oh, okay, yeah. So I gotta edit the arm here. Let's go to the arm. Like my point was to make the tree like janky and not adhere to the laws of physics really. So the arm's gonna be whatever size I determine I want the arm to be. I have to remind you. You have to remind me of Dog Champ, is that what you're saying? Or are you guys talking about something else? Steam trading cards. You know what? You might as well remind me. Just keep reminding me. It's gonna get in my head, and we're gonna do it at some point. Really need those stream trading cards, man. I get it. Achievements. Yep, we need more achievements too. I got a little list brewing for the achievements, so. It's me again. Hello. Was it Peter? I think it was Peter. I might be wrong, though. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. How are you? How was your day? Oh, I got it right. Sweet. It's been like a week, dude. Awesome. I'm surprised I got that right. It's doing good for me, man. I've been doing good. Chilling. Did some streams. Been in and out. How about you? How's your day going? Barton is a noob. I'm not sleeping again. You mean you're having trouble sleeping again? That sounds rough. Is there anything we can do a therapy session, man? We can cure you right now. What's going on? You promise. Oh, what about the MacBook release? You promise. Yeah. We're gonna get to it. I promise. It will happen. Right now I'm working on my my tree here. This disgusting carcass-filled tree. So yeah, we're animating part of ripping the carcass off. So I gotta do this hand here. You said that recently too. You know what? It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to call Apple on the line, you know. Get them the old this needs to happen. Actually, I gotta make another $100 to pay for that freaking developer key license thing, so it's gonna be a process. It's not a one. I can't just load up the computer, dust it off, and pretend I got a Mac version. Besides, there's no content for you to play anyways. You gotta wait to the update, which is Christmas time. So if I don't have it out by Christmas, you can harangue me. I will accept any expletive in chat for my incapability. Honestly, how does a throw arm look? That looks terrible. Yeah, Apple must also accept it. Yeah, actually, that's a good reminder. Thank you. I have to wait. Well, they have to accept it to at least approve the file, but I don't have to necessarily have it on the App Store. Because the whole point is to get the DMG file, and then I can put it on Steam, so you can still buy it through Steam. I'll figure it out. More documentation to read. More nightmares to have. But man, you ain't sleeping again, dude. What's going on? We can probably do something exaggerated for this. The arm looks like a claw machine. It does. It does look like a claw machine. You're right. That looks kind of jank, but I'm not really opposed to it. It's got like a weird creepiness to it. Now, just if it works the same as in the case of mobile applications, you need to describe each permission like storage access and why you need it and what you will use it for. Gotcha. Okay, so this is an involved process. So you're saying this isn't going to happen for Christmas? It's all for security and privacy. Yeah, I bet it is. I guess the only thing I'm really saving is like the game save data, which is kind of just like a bunch of text files. So I don't think they would have any trouble with that, but you're right. It might be a much more cumbersome process than I am thinking it will be. I mean, I already gave up on it once, so, but I do want to do it. I am considering a mobile version at some point, but that's way down the line. We're talking about Apple. Yeah, we're talking about Mac version. I will definitely be doing Mac before Xbox, unless Xbox is easier than Mac. I have most of the Xbox stuff already done, but they changed it, so I'll have to see. No, PS1. Dude, this could run on a PS1? I'm sure it could, but I don't think they have Game Maker export to PS1. That would be amazing, though. No, probably not. PS4 only. Nintendo. Switch is actually kind of difficult to put on. Both Switch and Sony are difficult to put games on. For Sony, you have to do like a bunch of security stuff as well, and then you have to have a static IP address, which is kind of annoying because I have to pay like extra money to have that each month to have a single static IP at my work. So I'm obviously, you know, if I'm making money off the other ports, and that's fine, I'll do that. But and then Switch, I'm sure they would accept it, but I wanted to run on pregnancy tests like Doom. Blood and 2D Nintendo. Oh no, we won't put that in the store. Actually, you know, I think if anything, they might draw a problem when I finish my my Mario 1-1 parody. Where is that at? Yeah, I feel like they're gonna have some sort of problem with it, or they'll hit me with like a cease and desist or something. I'm not sure. That's what I expect will happen. Something like that. But we'll see. Yeah, it's a long. I got a lot of work to do on that level, and I don't like the camera movement. I gotta program it actually because the default has like this kind of. I don't know if you can see it on stream, but it's just like a weird wobbliness to it. Bro, don't even show it. Yeah, I'll just hide it. Yeah, what are the odds they play through all? Once this is done, it'll be like 80, 90 levels. I'm gonna get sued. We'll see. I had a joke in here too. I was debating on what I wanted to do. I have a joke in here too. Let me get to it. Give me a second. It's gonna sound like a weird stutter, but this box right here, I was gonna have Nintendo's corporate lawyers come out and do something. I don't know what they're gonna do, but right now they just run. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm for real getting sued on that. I'm pretty happy with this animation, even if it's a little jank. It actually only looks jank because we need to swap these two frames. Let's see what that looks like. Because the hand needs to extend beyond. Does it? I don't know. Make you pay or forever in jail. Make you suffer. Something's gonna happen. Do I like this better? I kind of like the other one better, honestly. I'm going back to that. It had just like a slight jank to it that makes it look like a creepy tree. Yeah, I'm cool with that. That looks good. Okay, so let's get rid of this. We obviously have to do the hand in its own separate animation, but for now, that is cool. Do not mess with the two Italian plumbers. Oh, we're gonna mess with them. We're gonna mess with them. I'm gonna mess with everything. Who owns the copyright to Qbert? They're gonna have a bone to pick with me as well. Sony Pictures, we're getting them all. Everybody's gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna make mine different, but I do have my Qbert level too. Technically, it's considered a parody, but I'm sure I'll still get something in the mail. Something in the mail. We shall see what that looks like, though. Bro, do an EA level. I don't even know what I would do for an EA level. Last time I played an EA game was forever ago. Forever. I was considering, speaking of EA though, I was considering some kind of loot box or microtransaction level, but I have not fully decided what I want to do. It would be kind of funny. Pay $30 to walk. Yeah, that's what I was considering, something like that. You gotta buy the content. Which would be funny, but I don't want to like make people like accidentally pay, but I could actually have like the Steam come up with like microtransactions. That could be really funny. Terrible, but it could be pretty funny. So, yes. No, I hate microtransactions. Ethically, I cannot stand them. I would never even do it for a joke. I don't want anybody to be able to pay me any more than, I mean, I don't like the idea of the game even accessing microtransaction territory. That sounds horrible. I'm a gaming purist. If that's what's considered a gaming purist. I don't know. I don't know what that would entail. Okay, so wait, we got the hug, we got the carcass. Now we need the cutting of the carcass. That's the next thing. 120 to breathe plus organs package, super value. Super value. Yeah, every time you click the key, you gotta pay a certain amount of money. It uses a currency that converts to another currency to another currency. It's a big, long chain. It's gonna be pretty difficult. You got to figure it out. You actually have to play the stock market and then, you know, reference it. Make sure the candlesticks are correct, because if it's a bear market, you're going to go down. But if it's a bull market, you might have a chance. So it depends on the time of day, whether the stock market's open. If it's closed, you just can't even beat the level. There's a lot. It could be a very difficult level, depending on what information I put in it. So... let's see here. We need, we actually just need to duplicate this animation and then start from the end frame. Motherly... oh, did I do this all in... yeah, okay. That's not what I wanted to do, but we did it. Yeah, okay. I guess it's fine as long as this starts at frame 0. Yeah, is my tree missing a branch now? Yeah, it is. Okay, we gotta add that. Let's start with that. EA Sports in-game. I have a couple sport idea levels written down as well. Motherly branch. Actually, let's duplicate this. This should be motherly branch pole carcass, and this should be motherly branch, and then we'll just get rid of these frames, keep the arm there. Is this too big? Yeah, it's probably too big. Let's because obviously all this underneath is completely useless. Oh, actually it's not, because of the blood, right? The blood extends a little bit lower. Can we undo the deleting of the frames at all? Is that something? Nope, it won't let me. Okay. I guess we can grab the blood from the pole carcass one. I just want to make sure that we're keeping these consistent height-wise. Yo, the Elite D, what is up? How is your day going? We're getting everybody out. Now we just need Mojo to come back. I don't know where he's at. Hiding. Or do Activision. Does Activision have problems too? Don't tell me Activision also has problems. Okay, let's get rid of the ground there. How's the game going? It's going pretty good. So, here, I'll update you. So I made this, I spent today, because sometimes things psychically possess me, and I have to make them. So, I made this creepy-ass tree that has a bunch of carcasses in it. And then I'm animating different parts of it, because I have, like, a general idea on what to do for that. And then, as for the slot machine, since we added gambling in our game, gotta go to the casino. So I added a casino background. I added a bunch of like tiny slot machines to kind of fill it out. I'm obviously going to do more. And then our slot machine that we were working on last time, it works. It has the symbols, and then what I need to do is I need to change the weights of each of the symbols, and then I'm actually going to program a like joke for each of the symbols that the player will have to deal with. So there's 8 symbols. They range from common things like cherry, banana, to less common. I don't see blueberries, orange, melon. This is a reference. These are a reference to Pac-Man. I didn't realize it when I was drawing it, but that's what it is. I was like, man, I want this weird melon in my memory, and then I went to look up because I grew up with arcade machines in my basement, and we had Miss Pac-Man, and this was like one of the power-ups. Then I have blue cheese, kind of weird, but we'll get to the joke eventually. And then I have buffaloes, because buffaloes are kind of like my mascot for the game, and then the lucky 7 for the jackpot. Since I feel like that's a good jackpot thing, I might change it to like a leprechaun or something, because that could be funny, instead of just the stereotypical 7. I don't know if the 7 is copyrighted, but otherwise, game's going pretty good. It's working pretty good. I got this. I love this, how this looks. It looks great. I'm probably going to change the color of the background of the casino because it clashes a little bit with the ground, but I don't know. I might leave it. I like the pattern. I just don't know if I like the color. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Pay 31 cents for a case, $1.30 for a key to open it, and get something that has 0.03 cent value, and repeat. Gabe and happy. This is you're priming me for the Steam trading cards, right? No, yeah, the microtransaction loot cases. That would be pretty good for the game. That could be super hilarious. So yeah, how's your game going, man? What are you doing for your stuff right now? What are you programming? You said you got another year out. Are you just doing art? Are you programming the game? Is the game programmed? Because you're making your FNAF thing. So yeah, I just want to make sure this branch is good. Okay. That will be fine, I think. I might change the X origin of that eventually, but for now, let's also make sure. Finally released a page for a game. Dude, awesome. So what do you mean by released a page? You mean in Game Jolt you made a page for the game so people can start following it, or what? Okay, sweet. We're going to have to take that hand out later, but that'll be fine for now. Branch is good. Is this the same thing? 66 pixels? Okay. Dude. Linking it up. Let's look at it. This is an ad. Okay. Dude. Waiting for the game. Page finally dropped. Crazy. That's sweet. So you get to pick the banner. You get to pick the images. Oh, sweet. We got some new images. Dude, hype. Do you actually walk around in 3D, or is it like static pictures? I think it's static pictures. Like mist. But I'm not sure. This looks pretty good, dude. I'm loving it. Your UIs look pretty great as well. Nice. He's using GameMaker, bro. He's doing this all in GameMaker. He's rendering this out in Blender into PNGs and then programming it in GameMaker. That's fucking crazy. Looks exciting. I love it. I can't wait. And we get the whole story, gameplay. You got all these nice tabs. This looks professional, man. Now you're just gonna make the Steam page. Put this baby on Steam. Honestly, I imagine you just copy all this stuff over. That's awesome. Good job. F. Nah, F. You're the first guy to tell me the UI looks good. I thought it looked pretty good. It looks sellable. That's what I like about it. Like, it looks like it, I mean, it looks like especially for this computer terminal thing. Like, that looks like a computer terminal to me. The GUI for that. I think I couldn't tell you whether or not I think your GUI is good until I see the game, but it looks like it's usable. And I also like the UI for this thing here. I think this looks pretty good and well thought out. It's quick to reference, it looks simple, and gets to the point. Okay, let's add our branch. Okay. Let's add it to this room. I don't think there will be a Steam release. Games like these usually don't get put on there. What do you mean, games like these? Are you condemning yourself? You're like, games like these. Sell yourself a little, man. You don't got to be in the dregs. You put enough work in there for that thing to be on Steam. Don't lie to me. Hey y'all, hey Jazz, how you doing? How's your day going? You're here early as well. I guess it's the weekend. What am I thinking? Sunday. Do I? No, this needs to be lower than arms. This might be on tree. I mean, paying $100 just to upload a free FNAF fan game. That's true. I forgot you were making it free. It still could be traffic and stuff. I don't know. Probably not worth it if you're not selling it, but back to Michelle's hair. This is. It does kind of look vaguely like hair. You are correct. Goat. What is that emote? Goat. It's just goat emoji. Goat emoji. Beautiful. How's your day, Jet? Oh, sorry. Going good. Been in bed all day. Like, is that a good thing? I imagine if you've been in bed all day, then you haven't had to worry about anything, and it's been pretty chill, so that's good. Hopefully you're not sick. Can close this. Can close this. Big hangover. Yeah, so you're doing great. The struggle. $100 just to upload a free FNAF game. It's crazy you put so much work into that thing and make it free, dude. That's insane. By the way, I like how the whole game, that simple, cute art style, and the tree just gets this hyper realistic out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. Something hit me, man. I was like, I need this really disgusting, creepy tree to be just putrid. So, my best friend forever took me to a burlesque show yesterday night for my B-Day. Oh, happy belated birthday. That's awesome. That sounds like a good time. Did you enjoy it? I do have a couple other hyper-realistic parts in Jump Off the Bridge, though. Like, I would argue, I don't know, maybe the mountain looks a little realistic here for the Journey to the West thing. I don't think I have anything else hyper-realistic. Sometimes I guess my house is kind of realistic looking. Maybe. Kind of cartoony, but... Volcano? Hella realistic? No. But yeah, man, I was possessed. I was like, this thing needs to look gruesome. So, I appreciate the compliment. Got rid of that yee-hee-ha haircut, or you ain't gonna get any B on your D. That's true. Get rid of that haircut, otherwise you're not getting what he said. None of those things are coming to you. Alright, what do I want to do? Oh, that's right. I'm going to do the cutting open of the carcass. That's the next thing we're going to do. So, we're going to duplicate this. And we're going to do cut carcass. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Almost heaven. Almost. West Virginia. Country road. Now the only thing I'm missing for the game is someone to do the music. Yeah, there's like a ton of people on like Fiverr and stuff that might do that for you. You just gotta make sure they sign over the rights to you. Blue Ridge Mountain. Blue Ridge Mountain? Is that a real mountain? Oh, it looks beautiful. Oh, we're going to Appalachia, dude. I might see this. I'm going backpacking on the 13th, so I'm going to be gone for a week, guys. So you're not getting stream from the 13th to a week and a half probably. I'm going to go backpacking. I'm going to try to survive in the wilderness for 7 days with a couple bros, so we'll see if we make it. If we don't, well, it's going to be a strug. Oh, dude. Finally. The cliff to explain it.
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib? Man, fuck you. I'll see you at work. Oh, nigga, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, nigga. Maybe you got rid of that old yee-yee-ass haircut you got. You get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass if she ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with. Nigga. What? Oh, motherfucker.
Ooh, honey.
Great. Finally, I get the reference. I'm glad the burlesque show is super cool. It sounds like you got turned completely drunk. What do? Do they just dance around? Is that what the burlesque show is? I honestly have never been to one. It's got to be someone close, man. I can't tell the Fiverr guy to make a boss theme without showing him gameplay of the boss. That's true. Gotta find somebody. Can you play songs on stream? I actually don't. I can't with my current setup. Otherwise, I will get muted. Actually, that section might get muted for the cinematic thing, which would be kind of funny, but yeah, that makes sense. You probably want somebody close so they at least understand the game with some context, because you don't want like generic spooky tune. Very drunk. Yeah, they dance and wear lingerie, and they have a live band too. That sounds awesome. Did you have food as well? Do they have good food at a burlesque? I can't imagine they would, but I figured I'd ask. You can download SoundPad on stream. I can look into it for next time. I am going to add sounds and stuff once I eventually reach affiliate, but I think I need like 16 more followers or something. I don't know. I'm pretty close. I want to do emotes as well. I have some Time Wizard emotes that would be pretty good. Alright, how do I want to do this? Because the arm is slightly out of range, but we're going to use both arms. Here, let's grab the arm. And let's see if we can see the rightmost position of it. Oh, I got the wrong layer. Let's put this on top so I get this first. Yeah, I had braised short rib on risotto and a Caesar salad. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great time. Okay, we actually can see the right side, so that is super good. Okay. Let's copy this. Let's get rid of this. Well, let's keep that for reference, and then let's put this here. Okay. Because really what we're going to do is we just need this reference. Okay. And then we can delete this. Okay. Cody, bye. Have a good day, man. Take care. Good night. If you're heading out. I gotcha. Time to sleep. Have a good night, Thomas. Don't work too hard. Yeah, I don't have a solution for I don't know how to what do I want to do here. I guess I want to pick, I guess we can just do the keyframes. Let's just do keyframes first. My thought is have a good sleep. I want some kind of leg pull like that. And then I want something more pronounced, I guess. The body should come forward as he's pulling, as she's pulling, I should say. It should be swapping vertical. Let's hide this arm because I don't need it. It should be like this. Maybe I should even move it in. Yeah, okay. Gonna pick up the body. So let's do another keyframe. Let's just remove the body entirely, and let's copy this body, and then let's rotate this because it's going to end up being something like that. Okay. And let's get a onion skin so we can see what we're working with here. This is going to be like dangling, essentially. So, if I was like a dead deer dangling, my arms would kind of be like out and shifting. I think that could be fine for the start. The legs are going to be pulled together. But deers also have that quadrupedal gait thing going on, so let's try to if I was a dead deer dangling, yeah, you gotta think about it, man. You gotta put yourself in the hooves. They have hooves, right? I think they have hooves. Gotta put yourself in their hooves and imagine. If I was a dead deer, I feel like this. Okay, so this is like the thigh. It's gonna be straight up, so it might. I feel like a dead deer would still have like some kind of thigh thing there or something. Maybe I'd go thinner up here. Maybe that's what my problem is. No, because it's going to be two legs together, so it's got to be a little thicker. Look at the family-friendly videos where they skin them. Yeah, maybe I should look that up. Definitely not on stream. Maybe in post, if my imagination isn't vivid enough. We'll do it. Okay, so it's like a deer dangling. Okay, and then actually the stomach needs to be bloody as well because it was pierced originally with the tree. So let's make sure there's like blood here. Maybe I can even just draw a bit of a gap. Yeah. Okay. I beg your finest pardon. Yeah, you know those family-friendly videos, the ones that we're talking about. Honestly, the tail's fine where it is. Okay. I'm content with this, but is it... So he's going to drag, pull up. It kind of looks like it matches. It's like a bit of a 90-degree angle. That's fine. Okay. Then we're going to... well, I guess this is going to be the frame for a while, right? Because my thought is that they're going to hold it with one hand and then drag. Is that going to be visually... Here, let's do the arm. The arm can be as jank as I want it, so I'm going to do just that. It's family friendly for educational purposes. Exactly. Okay, let's do some creepy... arm here. Okay. Doesn't matter how long it is. This tree does not obey by the laws of physics. It obeys the laws of Cthulian logic. Okay. So like holding it up. Maybe like more pinch. Yeah. We need more jank. It should look naughty and like gross. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks fucking weird. Actually, do we want it out of the way of the other arm? I don't know. I forgot how drinking makes me feel anxious the next day. Yeah, I have that sometimes when I'm doing really intense stretches, surprisingly. You get that like fight or flight sometimes. I don't know if that's normal. Do you guys have that? Okay, so holding it up. And then we're going to have one finger completely cut it open. So keep the other fingers. If I'm imagining like, I don't know, it'd probably be like this, wouldn't it? Maybe it's like a weird tree, so I can do it like that. I don't have that, lol. Noob. Oh, that's the Thomas. Got it. For going to bed. Got it. I want these to look like a menacing Edward Scissorhands type finger cut to split open the body of this deer here. Family friendly, of course. Oh, maybe this should be... It's like... See, this looks weird. This needs to be like back here. He's rigidity A's, not here, so I can diss him. He is rigidity A's, not here, so I can diss him. Oh, gotcha. He's not here, so I can diss him. I struggle with that message a little bit, man. I'm not gonna lie, but I also think if you know him personally, you are probably from the Czech Republic, so that makes sense. We're all doing our best here tonight. Are you guys in school? What do you guys do for work? Barton and Thomas. I got exposed. I know where you're from. You exposed yourself. Does this look like a menacing finger about to slit open a deer? You can be honest with me. Random dude that's making a game about jumping off a bridge. Exposing. Oh no, your worst nightmares come true. The random guy making a game. It almost looks like... You know what I thought was kind of funny? I did my stream the other day where I was playing my guitar, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, none of my songs have like bridges. You know, you got the chorus, you got the verse, you got the bridge, but none of them have bridges because I'm terrible at writing bridges. And it dawned on me today how ironic that is, since this whole game is fucking bridges. The deer organs need to fall out. Already planning on it. That is definitely going to happen. That's part of the fight. Gotta have those things fall out. Okay. This is pretty good. I'm liking this. I'm just getting meticulous now. But that should be good. Okay, and then let's draw the next frame. This is going to be another keyframe, though. We're going to do the... Well, actually, let's just... I want the hand to just be different every time, maybe. We can lower this to keep it kind of consistent, but... Let's assume that this slash is, like, down. Actually, the hand would probably... It's going to go from, like, this angle to, like, this angle. So we can probably just turn it like that. And then work with that from there. Right? Maybe? No. No. That's too weird. You talking about my hand spinning is too weird? I don't know. It looks pretty good to me, dude. We'll see. We'll see. And then theoretically we can just draw a big bloodline, right? Oh, I forgot the carcass. Bless me. It was okay. That looks pretty good. Then let's do the carcass splitting open, because I was already planning on that. So we'll do the hand going down a little bit more. The wrist needs to change a bit. Yes, I'm going to argue about the slice opening a deer in a game about jumping off a bridge. Gotcha. That's true. There's a lot of things to argue about. Yeah, anything absurd can just happen here. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe I can shift this all down one. Okay. Now we're gonna make the deer split open. It should be kind of gory, so let's do like the body expands a bit. Let's fill this in, and then let's make this all blood. The deer head can probably shift outward a little bit. And then we want like bones jutting through. Actually, I'm assuming deer's got a rib cage, but I don't think it's that big. Pink organs. Yeah, I do need the pink organs. You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. I feel like the ribcage should overlap this a little bit. And then I'm going to do pink organs around it, I think. That makes a lot of sense. And then obviously we can do the blood effect in post when we got the game actually running and there's like stuff happening. We also need like some dark parts. We can do some like other bones. Tubes, lungs, intestines. Yes, you are correct. So let's see, we'll do like a pink. Give a little bit of this. It's just gonna look like a mass right now, but that's fine. We'll get a couple colors in here. Okay. Honestly, I think I'd like it better if the deer also opened up a little bit that way too. And obviously we can increase the blood splatter effect around the opening. That looks pretty good. Maybe the hands can fly out a little bit. Like this. Actually, the whole thing can... Oh, actually, so... Touches it. This thing can... shift. Oh. Maybe shift here? No. It's gonna shift somewhere. He's like touching it, right? So it needs to... Maybe I should do it like that. I can just leave this kind of standard for now, but I want that effect in there of like the... Yeah, okay. Okay, we have obviously more frames to do, but that looks pretty good to start. You can take the heart out and eat it. There will be some devouring, but I have like a plan for it. My thought is that like it's gonna take out like all the organs in like a grip. She's gonna take all the organs out in a grip and then like toss them, and then just leave the skin behind. That's kind of gory though, huh? That was pretty creepy. So all we needed was just the generic start to that. Yeah. I'm just debating in my head what I want to do. I feel like this is good so far. It'll work for what I'm doing. I am a specialist at gore. That's good to know. Specialist at gore. Do you hunt? Is that why you are a specialist? Or do you work at the deli? You still haven't answered my question about what the hell you do for work. Makes a man curious, you know? Alright. This looks pretty good. Should I do that? I should probably do the animated, the grabbing in here. So let's just do that next. Okay, we can edit the arm now. So let's just do another keyframe. We can do the in-betweeners later. I do nothing. So you're in school? Or you do nothing? Let's I thought is that the hand is like got its fingers in here. You obviously don't do nothing. You play Left 4 Dead, dude. That's something. My school is online 3 hours every day. Damn. 3 hours? That's it? How'd you end up with that gig, bro? That is so chill. What are you in high school? Are you going to study something or what? No, you want to be in college yet? You think college is a scam? What are you trying to escape the Matrix? What's going on? Starting from 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock to 3 hours. Wow, that sounds like an easy gig. Yeah, I'd probably just play video games all day too, man. I want this, to look like it's gripping in there. My school's on. Yeah, how did you get it to go that low? Also, hello. Hello, JJ260. How are you? Yeah, I was wondering that too. Is it because of some kind of in-school suspension? Good. I'm glad you're doing well. I am doing well as well. And here we are. I don't know how long you've been watching, but we're working on this very creepy tree here. I'm animating aspects of it. Right now we're animating the pulling the guts out of this thing. Nice. Yeah, we had 3 weeks like this and then a 1 week expedition. Just joined. Awesome. Well, okay, yeah. If you don't know the prerogative, I'm the creator of Jump Off the Bridge, which is a game where all the levels are different, and I have a lot in progress because I'm a chronic procrastinator. I've been working on an update for 2.5 years, so there's a lot of stuff we're working on. But I had this motivation to do this creepy tree today, so that's what we're doing. The last big level I finished was this streamer level here. So it's like a Twitch stream. I'm making fun of Moon. And you have to dodge the emojis and then use power-ups in order to descend. Every level you have to jump off the bridge. That's the basic premise, but the way that you jump off the bridge can be something like this, really crazy. It could be a boss fight where you have to fight like a dragon. It can be something weird, like you have to play golf. Sort of thing. You know, they're all very weird and strange levels. Sometimes I do like a roguelike sort of thing. So I'm all about the interesting. But right now we're working on this tree. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's taken a long time. I've been working on the game for probably like 5 years. I guess I released it in May in 2019. But I was working on it before that, obviously. So got to add some months there. But it's a private school. It doesn't focus on useless mathematics and shit, but a socializing and surviving in modern times. Dude, that's awesome. You're going to a fancy private school. Does Thomas go to the same private school? Is that how you guys know each other? Makes sense now. Okay, so now we want to pull out this carcass. So how do I want to do this? Okay, first off, let's keep a lot of red. No. Okay. It was a guess. No. Okay. I gotta go to school for 6 hours every day. That sounds like too much, man. Do you, are you in high school? Are you in college? Or what are you going through right now? JJ260. I can call you by any name too. If you have a preferred name, just let me know. I do my best to remember. Okay. I'm probably still going to want some kind of pink guts in here, but my thought is to take out like the bulk of them. High school, but it's different because UK. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm over in the US right now, so I think our school days were longer than 6 hours a little bit, but I don't remember. It's been forever. I graduated in 2014, so I'm old now. Older, I should say. Okay. I'm going on expedition next day, and in my country it's 35, so I wait till like 1. What is expedition exactly? It's 11 p.m. for me right now. Gotcha. You guys are up late. It is It's like almost 7 p.m. here. So I think I want this to, well, we gotta do arm. Pull this arm back. And if you're here, I'm assuming you guys are interested in some kind of software development or jump off the bridge. Either way, it's a pleasure to have you. If you have any questions about software development, you let me know and I'll do my best to answer. But I can't promise the answer will be good. Okay. I'm going to change this hand because I want it to be grabbing. Actually, we can put this on a top layer. Yeah, I downloaded Game Maker. Do you have any tips? I've done nothing right now. Yeah, my tip would be you're going to want to just... So, first thing, do you have any like kind of game in mind for what you want to do? Because my advice would be to go on YouTube and then like find a tutorial for somebody making at least that genre of game. So like, for example, if you wanted like a platformer, I would look up like a platformer tutorial. If you wanted some kind of top down, I would look up that. If you wanted like an RPG, whatever, just look up those and then try to follow your inspiration to at least make like the base of the project and then just tinker with it. That would be my best advice. Because that's essentially how I learned Game Maker, was just playing around with it. They have the drag and drop, but they also have programming. I'm doing mostly sprite work today, but I will do programming on other streams, and I can talk about that a little bit more in depth. But the programming is relatively easy. I also would recommend, here, let me, if you want to learn the programming, give me 1 second. It's like a PDF file. For learning Game Maker. Man, I gotta remember what it's called. I don't know if you like to read when you learn stuff, but... Game Maker. Oh, it's a GML. That's what it is. GML. Learn PDF. Yeah. So here, I recommend this. If you wanted... Obviously, I wouldn't start with this. But if you want to learn Game Maker and you want to understand the programming, even though this document is like old, it still has basically the general information for how to program. I don't know what your proficiency with programming is, but like it tells you like basic stuff like how to get started. Obviously this is an old version of Game Maker, it doesn't look anything like this one, but it's still, the stuff is still relevant. It tells you what variables are. It explains how they store different things. It also explains global and local variables, so this is all relevant to Game Maker itself, because Game Maker uses like a version of C++, but it's called GML, Game Maker language. It also explains if-else statements, so it's pretty general stuff. So I'd probably find a tutorial, copy some code, and then I would read aspects of this to understand what you're doing a little bit, and then that would help. Yeah, wait, sorry, I missed your messages. When he cuts open the deer, make a little bit of the pink goo drop on the floor. Good idea. Top-down RPG with things from different genres as well. Okay, makes sense. Drake file. I made a basic calculator with Lua earlier today. That's my max out. Dude, that's perfect. You're already starting down the programming route. You can do it. Top-down RPG is definitely going to be easier because you're not going to have to deal with the gravity type collision that a platformer game has to deal with. So yeah, that's a great game to start with. It's a great type of game to start with. And the RPG will probably help you with like the math aspect of it. There's probably a gajillion tutorials on that. Also, yeah, Barton, good idea for the goo. I will do that. I might make that in programming though. But goo dripping is a good idea. So yeah, I mean, if you can do that in Lua, bro, you'll be set. So I want to do like a rib cage, I guess. Some kind of rib cage, because it's going to be like pulling it out. I keep saying he, but it's a she. She's going to be pulling it out. Along with other goo. Okay, then we can draw the hand on top of it. Well, do I gotta make this look different? I don't know. I guess we'll think about that later. If you get what I mean, it's kind of like one of those old Zelda games. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. I'm a gamer through and through. You're aiming for like an old Zelda game. Both my own edit parts as well. Yeah, it's a good start. The reason I think it's a good start is just because you don't have to deal with the like gravity or collision or anything like that. You don't have to do any kind of physics. You're just constantly applying a static movement to the player up, down, left, right, orthogonally. So that'll be pretty simple. And there's probably, like I said, a million tutorials on doing a top down. So that'll be pretty good. So I would work in towards the effort of your inspiration. Whatever you're inspired by, just try to capitalize on that and find a tutorial for that. And then when you want to learn more the nitty gritty of like how to modify it, then I would hit the PDF file to understand that a little bit better. Let's keep this carcass down to the side in case I need it later, because I don't know if I want to do a separate object for that at some point. Feeling good gore should give you. There's a feeling it should give me.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, that's exactly the energy we're aiming for, Barton. Okay. Let's do this hand kind of crushing this, I think. Actually, we can put this on the carcass level. Yeah, let's do that instead. That way we have this always. Okay. It should be... Yeah, the finger should wrap around a little bit. We can move the hand down slightly. Yeah, there we go. Ripping it out. Probably move it a pixel over. Oh. Okay. And I want this arm to look more spindly and knotty for the tree effect. Or just more inconsistent is kind of what I'm aiming for. Unrealistic looking. Perfect. Maybe we can bring back some of the skin too. Oh, this is on the arm layer. Let's put it on the carcass layer. Dude, appreciate the follow. Have a good night. Don't work too hard. And good night, JJ260. Cody. Yeah, what's up? Are you saying that because you don't like me adding the skin back? Is that what you're saying? I have a tutorial for you. Do you? Tutorial for me. I can't watch this on stream. Oh my god. For context, it is a how to skin a deer tutorial. This guy makes it look so easy, dude. There's not even that much blood. He must have drained it all out. Okay, this is actually super useful. It's not gonna... it's not useful for maybe this, but definitely in the future. It's pretty good. Thank you for that. That's hilarious. I don't think I can show skinning a deer on stream, though. Okay. Sweet. Okay, this is pretty good, though. I like this. Pulls it out. We actually don't need this anymore because we have it on a separate layer somewhere. Oh, this is on the arm layer. Okay. He's going to chuck it. She's going to chuck it. And then it should be good. We're going to have... we need the arm actually picking up. But it looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. Obviously need some in-between frames, but... it does look pretty good. Gruesome, but good. I like it. Maybe I'll do the hands too. Let's do this section over here. Let's do like a dainty pinch. Honestly, just needs some like weird, unrealistic. There we go. There. Okay. This also needs to be. And I like the idea of this finger in particular going out and up. Yeah. Okay. And here's another for details. I'm back. What's going on? We're skinning a deer. Yeah. Oh. Oh my god. You really sent me all the details, dude. Yeah, I'll watch those later. Yeah, so JD, so we have the deer on the ground, and then the hand's gonna pick it up, pull it up, slide a finger down it, skin it open, and then pull the guts out. That's where we're at. Actually, if I wanted to be realistic here, theoretically there should still be some stuff attached. When is the update coming out? The update is coming out in December on Christmas. That's my goal. Whatever I have, that's what I'm releasing. So get your wish list ready. Is it going to eat it? No, my goal was for it to throw from Michelle's hair to dog to deer. Yeah, we've come so far. Actually, I like the idea of this draping a little bit. We've come so far. Yes, we have. There we go. Is that the kind of gore you're looking for? I think we're getting closer. Gotta go. Good night. Good night, Barton. I appreciate you being here. That was great. I appreciate all your reference material as well. See you in a week. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll see you. Yeah, I'm leaving the 13th, so you'll see me a couple other times maybe during this week. But have a good night. Don't work too hard. We're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. Pretty good. Pull the guts out. Okay. I'm pretty happy with this. And then we're going to toss the guts. Going to chuck them. But I want to get this hand right. Also, what do you mean put it on? I just meant like your Santa wish list. Like that's kind of what I meant. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke. Like get your jump off the bridge wish list ready, and we'll see what I get done. This needs to be like pointier though. I don't like this. It's gotta be over. Okay, we can work with that. This should be like up, I think, a bunch. Actually, let's yeah. Okay. And then we probably want to take this to get some similarity here. I finally got Terraria to work. Were you having troubles with it? I think you mentioned that the other day, but I don't remember. This needs to be jankier. This also needs to be jankier and creepier. Okay, there we go. Should just look weird as possible. That's what I want. I want this hand to be lower too. Slice, pull guts. Okay, looking pretty good. Good start. I'm loving it. Let's do, wait. Cut carcass. Oh, it's at 15 frames. Okay. That looks great. I'm happy. We're gonna have to do a lot of in-between stuff though. For that hand moving over. We gotta actually throw the guts. Yeah, the only way it works is when you use Tmod. Same for Epic Games Launcher and Riot Games, which I don't know why, but yeah, only Terraria works. That's a lot to unpack. You're using Tmod and the Epic's Game Launcher and Riot's game. Hey, I don't know what your problem was, but as long as you fixed it, that's awesome. This is on your new computer, right? Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah. Gotcha. Didn't you say you were going to do game design at some point too? Or something with your friends? I don't remember. This is... Every time I look at it, I like it more and more. I didn't fix the Epic's Game Launcher or Riot Games Launcher yet. Got it. So I still have some problems. Maybe I'll just hide the hands and make this part of the animation. That might be smarter. It don't make sense to do anything else. Mod appears. Dude. Why, Mod, you're here just in time. We're picking up the deer, cutting it open, and pulling the guts out. That's where we're at. I was going to, but school's taking full-time, same cross-country. Makes sense. You be busy. So wait, we have the pole carcass. Actually, we can have some blood on that too. I didn't think about that. Pretty graphic. Ready for your M rating? Honestly, it's gonna have to be an M rating after this. I guess I have to do the M rating. There's no way. Oh, that's right. It's on carcass level now. You should make it grow claws when it opens the deer. Grow claws. What do you mean grow claws? Or what are you referring to should grow claws? You talking about the hand? Should grow claws? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, that looks pretty good too. Honestly, this is an M rating right here. What constitutes an M rating? I have gambling too. This is all gonna go down. The plant hand thing. Yeah, maybe I should do a claw thing. Looks pretty good so far though. I'll be content. Okay, I want to do for the cut carcass, we got to do this other arm. Needs to come out. So should we need this one here? Okay. Yeah, how are you doing, Tyler, man? How's your day? You at home now? Modding chat, no one can say anything unscrupulous now. How was your weekend at Heather's? I saw Heather on earlier as well. I don't know if she's still here. Oh, this is an early frame. Like a here frame. Maybe this is a here frame. Okay, we're kind of doing like a spring thing here is what I'm aiming for. Make it look like it's coming out. This finger needs to be bigger than the other one, so. I'm probably going to email the Micro Center worker that sold this to me and see if he knows what to do. For the Epic Game Store thing? Warder Shake. Yeah, those things should just work when you install them. What do you mean when it doesn't work? Is it just not open up or something, or what? Yeah. It doesn't open up. There's something about this I don't like, and I think it's because this needs to be the dominant finger or something. Whatever the hell that means. I think Bruno left. I think he did, dude. He showed up just to say pretty graphic, and then he was out, bro. Got home. It's like nap time. It's over. It's okay. No mods in chat. You can say whatever you want again, guys. Send me all your deer skinning videos. We'll watch them. No. Okay. Good. This. Maybe this just needs to change. Wait, what? I asked you how your weekend was. How was your weekend? Yeah, shh. Oh, okay, no problem. What the fuck? We lost him again. Maybe he's getting ready for his stream, dude. You doing a Sunday stream, Bruno him? Maybe. Says something like error code 34 not made for Windows. Weekend was good, chilled, saw Deadpool, watched The Boys. Good, sounds like a peaceful weekend. Error code 34 not made for Windows. Nah, I got laundry, watching a vid then coding. Gotcha. I was trying to see if we can look up your solution here, but it seems like it's going to be some kind of SDK issue. Surprised you didn't quit coding. Let me hear Cricket so we can try and learn something about that. Dude, that sounds awesome. Excited to see what you can do with that. My dad is coming tomorrow to take a look at the conduit, so we'll get that moved this week, and then we'll have the heat. Once we have all the studs and the conduit moved, we'll have the heating press over here, so you can use the Cricut to cut vinyl, and then you can stamp it on his shirts with the heating press if you wanted to do shirts. Since you were talking with Jade about that. You said SDK. Yeah, it's probably some SDK thing. You probably need like DirectX, or you probably don't need an SDK. SDK is like a source development kit thing, but you need some kind of file. You said the Riot Games launcher is broken as well, right? Yeah. And the error code message is specifically 34, or what does it say when you open up Riot, and what does it say when you open up Epic Games? We'll troubleshoot it live on stream. At least Google it for you, but... You also might need to, 34, yeah. So it says error code 34 for... Does it say anything else on the Epic Games one? And what does the Riot Games one say? Not made for Windows for both. After you install them, it says not made for Windows. Is there any way, like an app scan, to see if I accidentally deleted anything vital? I don't know. You could try uninstalling and reinstalling both the installers. That would be something you could try doing. I don't know if you've already done that. Already did that. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's really weird. Not made for Windows, huh? You might have to call Micro Center. I don't know what that deal is. I was trying to read some posts on it, but even the people are like... I mean, they're saying that make sure you have no antivirus thing. Make sure, check if you have a firewall activated or something. Might be blocking the app itself. Something like that. I don't know. Okay. Actually, I want this hand a little bigger. Just a smidge. Okay. Sweet. You have Malwarebytes. Yeah, that shouldn't block that. Shouldn't block your game launchers. It could be, but I doubt it. It usually would say in Malwarebytes, it would pop up in the lower right corner and tell you if it's blocking anything, but yeah, that's weird, dude. All right. So now we want to do player bone pull. A lot of animations here today. Make this larger so we got something easy to work with. And then we're gonna animate. Let's start by getting his leg in the upper position. Which makes me kind of mad because I want to play everything I can. Yeah, that would, I mean, you just got the PC, so it's kind of weird for it to just not work right out the get-go. I guess we need some guts here. Let's put some guts and then we'll work on it from there. The thought is that he should be holding like a bone. Technically this should be on top of the player, I guess. Make it shorter. Maybe make his arms lower is what I need. Yeah. It should be like he's trying to pluck a bone from some ribs. So the hands are going to be here. Yeah. I feel like that's how I gotta do it. Maybe I can... Yeah, kind of, well... There we go. Kind of looks like he's stepping on something. Now let's get the color we had for the carcass. Well, the cut carcass. We need all of these colors. Well, that's not all the colors. Okay. Do you know how to check what model? What model your computer is? You should be able to go to system information or something. Bone pole, I guess we can name this. And we can put the carcass underneath. That looks pretty good. Okay, then we need like a struggle. And then we can do like one frame, pull it back here, and make the bone move. Obviously make it move a little bit more. Maybe a lot of it more, yeah. Maybe this one can stay. I feel like I need to move his leg. Yeah. He's like trying to pry this thing through. Maybe I can do his nose tilted up a little bit to show the shrug. Then we can do a couple frames of the same thing to show more shrug. So it's and then we can go back. And then maybe here again. Okay, too fast, but we're getting there. That looks pretty good. Maybe I'll do one really stretch. And then we'll do the bone shifting. Okay, so it's like he's trying to pull the bone. That's kind of what I want. Not sure this will be the actual animation for it, but at least a temporary animation. Okay, and then let's actually create SPR bone shank. Luckily, this is just a color white. Is that what I want? I guess we want some blood like on the end here. So let's take this blood color. Maybe we'll put a little gore on it. That looks pretty good. Okay, bone shank. Not gonna particularly worry about any of this stuff till much later, but I'm just getting it down to start. I feel like I want it more to the left. We shall see. Okay, so we got that. Bone pull. Obviously, this will have to be... I guess we can do that now. Duplicate. This would be carcass bone pull. Okay, so this one just doesn't have the player. Pretty simple. This one does have the player. Okay. And then I guess it's not gonna matter that much, but we want to do a carcass bone pulled so that the one outright bone is gone. I guess that was it, but we're gonna remove this one. We'll just add some blood or something. That looks good. Kinda big. Kinda hella big. I mean, I can leave it for now. What is it gonna matter? Okay. Okay. All right, we have most of the general animations, I think. We have the hug. We have the deer. We have the deer gut. We don't have a throw, but that should be fine. Because I can still kind of test everything I want to do. I think we have everything. Yeah, okay. So do we want a program? I guess we can. Almost 3 hours in here, buddy. Let's do some phases. Let's phase this thing. Let's have this work. What do I need? That's a good question. Just to, I mean, technically the right arm's going to be gone for that one animation, but it doesn't matter. This will be complicated, though. This will be very complicated. Yeah. Okay, so we have like a bunch of separate objects working independently. So I got to decide. I feel like the face is where I want to keep all the code. Makes the most sense. We're just going to copy this a few times. She'll have quite the code. Okay. Phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we're going to need access to branch. And we're also going to need access to the arms. So let's do a pre-phase here. This phase, all it's going to do is just going to set up the variables and then go to phase 0. So first off, if instance exists, we have the tree creating the arms, so we're going to do arms. Jazz is still here. How you doing? What are you up to? Still laying in bed? Your headache getting any better? So arms is going to equal obj motherly arms. Okay, so we're just storing that in. I'm back again. If I leave, I went to bed again. All right, I'll keep that in mind. And we're going to do this again for the branch. Obj motherly branch. My headache is finally gone. That's awesome. What happened? Did you like eat something and that helped, or just drink a bunch of water, or what? Okay, and then if both instances exist, if both the branch and the arms exist, Then we can go to phase 0. Okay. Because we're going to have to be changing the sprite indexes of each of these. So I want them stored at the beginning. But obviously, I don't know, based on their creation order, they're going to be slightly different. So, yeah. We could get the tree too. I don't think we're going to be editing the tree at all. So I don't think it matters. Okay. So these set us up to bring us into here to the nothing phase. Okay. Been drinking water and sleeping all day. Good to hear. Getting ready for that Monday work grind, or I also had asparagus and chicken for lunch, so that helped. That's awesome. That sounds really good too. I've been craving some asparagus. I'll have to go buy some. Alright, so if instance exists obj player, obj I should say. I'm off work Thursday and Friday, so let's go. That is awesome. That's super awesome. I enjoyed our discussion we had in the Bronoham Discord. We're going to have to do some kind of Bronoham book club. Bronoham will just have to... Tyler will just have to post all of his PDFs that he gets from Alpha Male podcasts, and then we'll have to go through them. See if it's ideologically sound or nonsense. Yeah, book club would be fun. I do a book club with my buddies. We have we're reading Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep next, but I could definitely read 40-page PDFs for the Bronoham book club. So Vince is this player. I guess the face is going to need some kind of collision, is my thought. Oh, maybe it's based off X. If player X is greater than the face, that's what we're going to do. Face is where the brain is. Let's try to remember that. If player.x is greater than my x plus 3, and we're going to do some other checks too, and phase is less than, we want to make sure it's not these two phases, less than 3, then phase equals 3, and then, oh, yeah, okay. We're going to have to amend this. Okay. We still need, we need the player from this, I forgot. For the motherly hug. I missed what your goal with the tree was. Okay, so I have this very creepy tree, right? My thought is to represent the overbearing mother archetype. So I have the initial segments of what we're doing. I'll actually walk through it. So here. So the initial segment is you're going to walk up to the tree, and then she's going to say a couple things like an overbearing mother would. And then if you try to walk past her, she's going to hug you. So this is what the hug's going to look like, and it'll be like a bunch of kisses. And then she's going to toss you back, okay? And then if you try to pass her again, then she's going to see if you need food. And then she's going to give you food. And so the food that she's going to give you is she has this carcass right here on top of her. And she's going to pull the carcass down. Oh, let me show the arms. Pull the carcass down and throw it on the ground and ask you if you want to eat it. And then if you don't want to eat it and you try to walk past her again, she'll push you back, and then she'll be like, oh, maybe you're cold. And then so she's going to take the carcass, she's going to pick it up, and she's going to skin it open, and she's going to pull out this, and she's going to give you the skin. Those are the initial sections of this so far. That's what we're doing. And then if you try to go past her the next time, then it's going to be a boss fight. But we'll figure out the boss fight from there. That is my initial segment, though. Those are my goals. We will see if we meet them. I just emailed them. I'm also sad because I think I lost my godly zenith. What is the godly zenith? Can you jump over her hug? No, I was going to make it like permanently, like as long as you're 3 pixels, you'll just immediately get hugged by her. Because I put all this work into the tree, so I can't just let the player jump over the hug. I got up at like 5:30 a.m. today, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just start working. And then it took me like 3 hours to draw the tree. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be so good. I can't let the player jump over the hug. They have to suffer. Best sword in Terraria. Oh, you lost it. How'd you lose to the godly zenith? Good idea, Jazz. If I was more forgiving and I was just gonna let the players go through the content, I would do that. We'll see. Maybe I'll make it a big hitbox, so you got to be a really good jump. That could be pretty funny though. But no, I'm gonna make them play through it. They're gonna suffer. Okay. So this sets it to phase 3, which is gonna be the hug. But we don't have the player hug, so we got to do that. FDR mother, well, player motherly hug. Well, I can't open my Terraria worlds. People. And people. Ah, gotcha. Because the launcher doesn't work, right? That's what the problem is. I'm just making sure I'm still on track here. Let me fake her out. Climb up her little branches, leap to the bridge, yeet. I was gonna do like a attack where you'd have to hold on to the branches, I think, over here. But that could be funny. Let me fake her out. This one's gonna be over. So 1, there we go. Okay. That's good. We're gonna have to play with that a little bit, but it should work. So we have motherly hug, arms, tree, face, talk, kiss is for the hug. I guess I don't know how I want to arrange these. I think that's fine. That sucks, JD. It's fine. It does suck, honestly, that you can't get your stuff working. Hopefully you'll get it working soon. I can at least run. That's true. You can at least run. Things are looking up for you now. Let me fake her out. I don't know why that kills me so much. Okay. So then she's going to give you the hug. So if phase equals 3. This has got to be where I stop the player, right? Also, I've discovered my feet are covered in blisters. Where are you running? He's just running in general because his remember his ankles were messed up. Yeah, where is he running though? That's a good question too. No animations allowed equals true. Player dot no SCR script. Yeah, equals true. School. He's running at school, man. He's running from school is what he's doing. Okay, and then we're going to do player... why am I doing this? What am I doing? What in tarnation? With OBG player. Just do with him. And then now we're going to make the sprite index equal to SPR player Motherly Hug, I think is what I named it. Yeah, okay. 4 miles a day. That is impressive, dude. I run for cookies. Jade do run for cookies. How's your art going, Jade? Is it good? Is it done? Setting up the Motherly Hug. Okay. And... well, I guess we need to make sure this doesn't equal... and phase does not equal 3 already. Is not greater than or equal to 3. Because we don't want to run this ever again. This is just start the hug. It's in progress, my neck hurts, so it waits until tomorrow. Oh my god, Jade. If you're nice, I'll let you see it. Oh my, I can't wait. Jade had inspiration, and it struck, and she's been gone for hours. And now that she's back, my internet is dropping frames. I can see it. It's okay, though. So we got the hug. We're stopping the player. We need to modify their X value to fit the hug. Oh, actually, yeah, so... I'm only on my phone. Oh, then I don't know. Maybe I should start internet gimping. It's not you, then. If you're on your phone, then it's not you. I have a migraine. Dude, that sucks, man. Why do you keep getting those migraines? Eat some liver and onions, man. Haven't even opened the spreadsheets yet. Glad someone was able to be productive today. Yeah, Jazz is coming down from her burlesque hangover. Yeah, I hope you feel better too, JD. That sounds horrible. But I remember you mentioning that you had trouble with that. Okay, so we gotta, for the hug, if arms dot sprite index does not equal arms dot sprite index. Wait, I don't even need that. If it doesn't equal SPR Motherly Arms Hug, then we're gonna do the shenanigans. Okay. Cody talks like he can help someone with migraines, and mine have only gotten worse while we've been dating. Oh, you guys are dating. Cool. Cody causes migraines? What is that emoji? Tabulating that in your book? Is that what that is? Okay. With the arm. Actually, no, let's just do... oh, no, we need to do the context of arms, because we need to do sprite index equals SPR Motherly Hug. It's a notes emote. That's great. That's my conclusion, to be honest. This is way too fast. We need like... maybe like a 6. Yeah, okay. And then this needs to be a 6 as well. 6. Okay. Let me go back to the face. That's not the face. It's the notes mode. Yeah, damn, Cody, dude. I just caused these. I cause migraines, man. If you're looking for a quick place to, you know, zone out and deal with some head pain instead of whatever other suffering you got, all you gotta do is tune into stream, put your headphones on, and I'm gonna serenade you until you have the exact migraine you need. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So we're setting the arms, and then the player... oh, actually, we need a timer, too. So let's set a timer. Timer equals... maybe she hugs for, like, 2 seconds. Timer equals 0. So that sets the timer. This sets the sprite. If timer is greater than or equal to 0... greater than 0, it doesn't matter. And we're going to subtract timer each step. Else, then we're gonna go back to phase 0. I will pass. My head has been killing me all day already. You gotta ask him about parasites. You don't gotta ask me about parasites. You already know. I'm gonna leave. Have a good night, JD. Thank you for coming out. Don't work too hard. Hopefully you get your computer fixed. If not, have Bronoham just do tech support for you, man. Or have Micro Center do tech support, because that needs to be working. Okay, so we set the arms to hug. We set that. We remove the thingamajigger. What else do we got to do? We got to edit the player. Yeah, hopefully JD does feel better with some sleep. He's drinking too much gamer fuel. That's his problem. That boy be suffering. Okay. So this will work for 2 seconds, but oh, we need her face to change too. Actually, we can just do that here. If right index does not equal, I can relate the gamer fuel, the headache, lovely face kiss, right index equals SPR, motherly face kiss. Okay. So we're setting this sprite index to the kiss. Drinking too much. Ah, gotcha. This is our, I can read that. I know it's a timer. Then we're going to make sure all 3 things are in sync at the same time. So we're going to do that in the end step. If phase equals 3, then we're going to do arms.image index equal my image index, so that we're following the animation. obg player.image index equals my image index. Okay, those will follow along with the face animation. Okay. What else do we need? So that's going to make her hug. The frames are going to follow. Actually, her kisses need to be at 6 frames a second. Let's make sure that's the same. Actually, it doesn't matter what frame her kisses are at. It might be funny to have it that fast. That might be too much. Let's see what 15 looks like. Man, it's still too fast. What is 6? I like 6. I'm going to keep it at 6. It could be funny for it to be random sometimes, though. Okay. So we're setting that up. Then we have to let the player be free after the timer's up. So, gonna go have girl dinner. BRB if you're still alive. Awesome, sounds good. Enjoy your girl dinner. If I don't see any more of you, have a good night. And I'll see you on Tyler's stream tomorrow if he streams. Fling player. Alright. So we gotta fling the player after this is done. And then we gotta reset everything. Oops, actually, let's make sure instance player exists for this. And instance player exists. Since we're gonna be calling the player stuff. And instance player exists. Hell yeah, girl dinner. Hell yeah. Player.no. Animations allowed equals false. Actually, we can just do, we're going to do a lot of stuff for the player, so let's do it with obg player. Equals false. No scr move. This turns off our script for movement, so he can't move. When I set thrown to true, because we're throwing him. Can you program the part where you come and make me tea and feed my donuts? I will be done in a second. I'm going to wind down here. I just want to make sure this hug works, and then I'll be good. V-speed equals, I don't know, -6? Sure. We'll see. 8. Okay, so the player is going up and to the left. He's being thrown. And then we got to set the arms dot sprite index equals SPR motherly arms. So we're setting the sprite back. And then we got to set our sprite index equals SPR motherly face. Okay, and then that sets back to 0. The player is flung. Theoretically, this should work. So it goes to the pre-phase. Then the player walks to a certain point. No animations are allowed. Sets the animation to the player. It should work. The only thing that shouldn't work is the X value of the player needs to be determined. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an asset layer. Which I don't remember. Oh, this is the asset layer. Okay. Then we're going to grab our... Well, we got to grab 2 things. We're going to grab this and then the motherly face. So I think the face is like here. Whoop. We only want to grab the assets layer. Do not let me grab anything else from any other layer. Okay. And the mother's X is like here compared to my X. And then we have the arms hug, which is like here. So the player has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just say 10 for now. So x equals other dot x minus 10. And then, whoop, we can close this. We're gonna, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? It is 6. Okay. Then 6 down. So we can delete these assets. Okay. And 6 down. So y equals other dot y plus 6, because we're going down. And then we shall see if that actually works. It's going to need a while to compile, though, because we added a crap ton of sprites in the last 2 hours since we've run the game. We'll see if the hug phase works. The other phases still need a little bit of animation and some in-betweening. Some tweening is the professional. Oh, never mind. That was quick. Okay, we're here. So the arms are there. Okay, it doesn't work. What the fuck? Why doesn't it work? I just need it to work. X is greater than my X plus 3. I guess we can debug. Bronoham, if you're watching, this is how debugging works, okay? I need you to learn how to do this because this is really useful. So you click the debug button. Wait for your project to build. It's going to ask you if it can go through your firewalls. You're going to allow it. Allow it to go through your firewall. Let it in. Okay. Now what I did is I wanted to see if this code was activating. So I'm going to put a stop here. I'm going to put a stop for both of those. Actually, we don't even need that. We're going to do a stop inside here. I want to see if the code actually reaches inside here, because this is where the phase starts for the thingamajigger. So if the player, their X is greater than my X plus 3, and the phase is less than 3, and the phase is... Oh, actually, I already see my error. And the phase does not equal 3. Yeah, I mean... I guess I need a hugged variable. Because I need to make sure this doesn't run more than once. If instance there and hugged equals false, we'll make hugged equals true. Okay. There we go. I think I fixed it. We'll see. It couldn't simultaneously be less than 3 and then also greater than and equal to 3. That doesn't make any sense. But I don't want it to equal 3, and I want it to be less than 3 is what I want it. Actually, I don't need this. I need it to not equal -1 because it's only going to run once. So, anyways, we'll test it. So, boom. Get past the tree. Get your kisses. Perfect. Look at that. It runs once. We have the first phase of Mother Tree. How beautiful. She can probably throw you back much further, though. Maybe we'll do like 10. Okay. But this works for now. I'm happy with it. Next time, or well, what I got to do, I don't know if I'm going to stream it, but what I got to do is I got to make these hearts separate objects, and then they need to exist. And then so they need to connect to each other so that they can determine her health. And then I got to do the tweening in between the animations. And then I got to figure out what the hell I want to do for the rest of the actual fight where you negate those health. So, yeah, other than that, pretty good. She's creepy. I have a talk animation for her. I don't know if I showed that earlier. I have at least the talk. I don't have her actual face or any of the dialogue written out, but it's looking pretty good. We did a lot of work today. I feel like I might want his face lower though, so that she's like actually kind of kissing his head and not his chest. It's kind of weird. Maybe I need to lower it. Where am I at here? We're in the face. Maybe lower by like 10. All right, we will run it one more time, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Let's see if an extra 4 pixels makes that low enough. If it's too low, then I gotta change it, but we shall see. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, that is too low. So maybe 2 more pixels up. So we're going to do 8. Okay. And we're going to call it a night. For anybody that came out tonight, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, it was a long stream today. Thank you, Thomas, for asking for stream. I was just going to work anyways, so it ended up working out. I was like, yeah, I'll just stream it. I'll show you what I'm doing. Everyone have a good night. Don't work too hard. Take it easy. Thank you for the 2 follows. I think one of them was Windows, if I remember off the top of my head, and the other one was like JD260 or JS260. Thank you guys for following. I'm like 14 followers now away from affiliate, so I appreciate the followers, and have a good night. Take care. We will be back soon. I'm not sure how soon, but soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye for now.